Bonjour, Kinamagi and Ireland Indigenous, and welcome to our newest episode of our Week at a Glance videos, featuring Week 12. Well, welcome into a midweek edition, rare of course, but I wanted to make sure that I was reaching out to every parent during the middle of parent-teacher conferences when I had a free moment. And of course, we'll start in our Google Classroom. Students can access this with their sagchipschool.net from any device, as long as you have the Google Classroom app downloaded. I have our newsletter here. Our Week at a Glance will be coming up soon. Breakfast and lunch menus. I'm going to go right into today, the newsletter. Right there. There's a lot going on. Obviously, we're in the parent-teacher conference window. Many of you we've heard from. If you cannot attend your conference for whatever reason, reach out to me at mireland@sagchip.org or mireland@sagchipschool.net to set up a new time. Those makeup conferences could be scheduled on another day, in person, over the phone, or via Zoom. Whatever works best for you. So go ahead and reach out if you haven't already, and we will get you squared away for our conferences. Schedule notes, there's no school next Tuesday for November 7th for district-wide professional development, and no school on Friday, November 10th for Veterans Day. A big article today is our Friday. This is hot off the press this morning. You got the information, and it's information I'll share during conferences if it happens to be today or tomorrow. Those rescheduled into the early next week, be a little too late. So we're going to be traveling to Ann Arbor for our You Belong welcoming session at the U of M. It is picture day, so the agenda is that we will come in the morning, we will have breakfast, take our pictures, and then we're going to roll out. We're going to get a chance to experience the campus. We're going to have lunch with the author of Firekeeper's Daughter. Does include 4 hours of travel time, so there is a passive permission slip that Ms. Surratt has provided me to send home. If you can't go, please send that back. There are 2 other documents that do need to be filled out. I'm going to try to catch people at conferences today. Those conferences that may not happen, I'm going to send home with students tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. It says, please send your student dressed for the weather. It is more than okay if they dress for the pictures, bring these clothes with them, and then change after pictures. We're not going to do a whole lot of academics in that short window of time. So the focus will be get the pictures, get ready to go, and then head out. If you have any questions, you may, during the school day, you may the best to call the front office and talk to Ms. Heather Surratt. She has more of the details than I do, as she was the one who organized this. But I can answer basic questions as well. So those are 2 key articles today, and then you can see in our newsletter a review of what we're going into. We're going to be working on adding and subtracting decimals soon, and a 3-day week, so only 3 pieces of language for next week. Our learning plan for next week, as you can see, the no school on Tuesday and Friday. So yep, 3-day weekend, enjoy it. We'll be looking at some Storyworks and Scholastic materials. We're going to continue writing our persuasive essay, the new math chapter, continuing on Mystery 2 and our Mystery Science. Continuing with an activity in social studies as we learn about the explorers that kind of facilitated the beginning of colonialism here in the New World. Do a little geometry and math review and enrichment. And you can see our small group and web items. The web items, students are more than welcome to check out even at home, where they can use our Padlet that's linked in the Google Classroom. We do have another, let's go ahead and stop the screen sharing. We do have a number of documents that are going to be coming home to you. If your conference is this afternoon, you're going to feel like I just gave you a lot of paper. We have a passive permission slip that'll be coming home. Your report card, which I'm not going to hold up because it's a student's report card. We have those, you'll get those. If your conference is rescheduled for next week, I'll send it home with your student tomorrow as an opportunity. So you can check it out and we'll talk about it again on Monday or whenever our conference is. You're going to get a testing progress report, which I also won't hold up. Kind of show where your students are falling on our standardized testing. You have the newsletter that will be attached to this email. We have a field trip permission form that's not in our newsletter quite yet. We'll be going to the Rooftop Landing Reindeer Farm on Wednesday, December 6th. There is a cost for this one. It's $5 per student, and we will be more than happy to, you can turn that into the front office. There is a gift shop, and students are allowed to bring up to 20 bucks. We prefer they hold on to their own money in 5th grade, but I can hold on to it if you need to. More information will be coming during the conference, or that'll be in there. We also have a media release for websites and social media accounts page, in absence of some other documentation. You'll have a chance to look at that. We have an event calendar for November. Coins for a Cause. November is Homeless Awareness Month, a fundraiser from the United Way. And then Picture Day materials. If you need another copy, those are available to you. Also, finally, but not least, a chance to be entered in a drawing. There's some legal documentation related to Title VI and also to our, our school nutrition program. So the papers, you bring them in, chance to win gift card for both. And then finally, last but not least, I have some documents U of M requires for this field trip. So if you're going, if you're not going to be present for conferences before the next week, I'm going to send these home with your student tomorrow night. They will have to come back the next morning. If you have any questions, like I said, reach out to Ms. Heather Surratt here at the Academy before 4 o'clock. You can send me an email. I can try to track down the questions as needed. A lot of papers. I apologize. It just happens this way once in a great while. So I know there's a lot of questions that you will potentially have, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. You will not get a Friday version of these emails because, well, did you really want to get 2 of them in a week? I do appreciate all of you that take the time to view this video. Chimi Gwetch for that. I want to make sure that you have as much of the information as possible so that we can help guide our students directly to success. So with that being said, I hope to see everyone here for conferences. Have a minute, Gijigad. Meanwhile, Bamapi.